and welcome back to another episode of Adventures with a Home Health Aide. Today we were with Grandmama. Now before we get into our story, I gotta say it. If you are any member of a medical team, any branch of the medical world, be you a dentist, a doctor, a nurse, a home health aide, a therapist, you get it. Sometimes you just got to take one for the team. You got to take one for the team to make sure that your patient, your client, your resident, however, doesn't feel embarrassed. Whether it's becoming deaf at a bodily function noise, you got to take it. Or in my case, what happened today in the canned food section of Walmart. Be with me. So today I meet Grandmama, and I am serious. Grandmama is a very elegant, very dainty, well put together lady. You can tell she damn sure took some serious etiquette classes. Grandmama still believes that stockings should be worn at all times. Grandmama believes that skirts should always go below the knee, and a lady should never commit the sin of a bodily function, whether it is in public or in front of other people. I have the electric chair by now. People, I got IBS. My sin tally has racked me and stacked me all the way to the firing squad. But in Grandmama's house, if you have to burp, you have to sneeze, or you have to commit the most unholy of sins, the passing of gas, you must go into the other room, shut the door, commit your sin, and then cover up your sin, whether with air freshener, a mint, or whatever. And then you can come back into the conversation. Perfect. Well, today Grandmama had to go grocery shopping. She really did need groceries. I said, not a problem, miss. Let's get in my car. Let's go. So I got her to the store. We're going up and down the aisles, and I noticed Grandmama keeps stopping and, taking a couple deep breaths. So I finally look at her and I say, Grandmama, you okay? And she looks at me and she says, no, I am not okay. I said, what's wrong? She says, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts so bad. I think it was something we ate at lunch. I said, uh-oh. I said, okay, well, let's go find a bathroom. This woman told me she hasn't used a public restroom in over 38 years because she just cannot relieve herself in a public place. Like, damn. You have the bladder of an elephant, ma'am. So we keep going. She says she thinks she can make it. She thinks she can do it. And I can tell by her face she's getting really uncomfortable. I said, look, let's go down here to the cleaning aisle. I will spray a butt ton of air fresheners. Please, just, it's okay. I'll spray a bunch of air fresheners. No one will know. And she's telling me, no, I have not done that in public in years, and I will not soil my reputation. Ma'am, what reputation? I don't think any of these people know you. But I get it. Okay, you a lady, you a proper lady, fine. We keep going. And right about the time we got to the canned vegetables, it happened. The noise that erupted from this cute, petite, prim, proper old lady's backside sounded like a foghorn blasting in the middle of a parking garage. I mean, damn. I was proud. Quite frankly, I was proud. That volume and the duration? People, I started counting after a few seconds and I still made it to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, damn. Problem is, a bunch of people turned and looked, and I thought Grandmama was going to cry. So I very quickly, before she could react, I went, sorry guys, my bad, apologies, I had a big lunch. That was really wrong of me. I'm so sorry. The light and the love that shone out of this old lady's face was worth it. Until we got into the next aisle. When all of a sudden the collective calls of Jesus Christ, who prolapsed their anus, came from a man's mouth, followed by a woman wondering if something truly died in this aisle. And then finally another individual saying, well, the fat chick with the black hoodie on said she had some bad lunch. I had one person ask me if I needed to go get checked at the doctor. Smelled like the Great Depression, hot dogs, and rotten cabbage in there. I'm still proud of Grandmama, though, damn it. That was a good one. But, sometimes you just got to take one for the team. I really wish people wouldn't have come around the aisle, though, and looked to see who did that. You know, all I could do was just, sorry. I had one old man tell me that he needs to, that my husband needs to shove an air freshener up my ass and pull the trigger. Yeah, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta take one for the team. And Grandmama was happy, so win-win. I'll never go back to that Walmart again, though.